Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Micah J, and I'm back again with another video. Now, usually when it comes to talk about wrestling on my channel, I usually like to focus on the good stuff. I like to be a positive person, just trying to live my best life. However, when it comes to talking about fans or fans in general, it's by far my least favorite thing, not only just to talk about when it comes to wrestling, but by far my least favorite thing about wrestling in general. As we live in a time where the internet wrestling community has become more toxic than ever, especially with social media having a humongous chokehold over today's society, it just seems like we just can't have anything. When it comes to choosing overall the worst types of fans, there just are plenty of options to choose from. The types of fans that like to spoil matches, the type of fans that like to act like a bunch of smart alecks, the types of fans that are never truly satisfied with anything, and the type of fans that are extremely fickle as they like to switch from something that they love to something that they hate. Now, when it comes to a wrestler who has the worst fan base of them all, you guessed it, it's none other than Roman Reigns. I can already tell that I might receive a lot of dislikes for this video, but if I do, I really don't care because I feel like this had to be said. Now, I made this clear once, I'll make this clear a million times if I have to. Personally, I don't hate Roman Reigns. I think he's a good wrestler. I don't consider him the greatest of all time the way people have been making him out to be, but I've always given him his props. However, when it comes to his fan base, on the other hand, fucking hell, they are just absolutely insufferable. The Roman Reigns marks, to me, are some of the biggest bitches in the internet wrestling community because the amount of glaze that they give to their precious savior is like to the fucking maximum. They just love to constantly brag about his accomplishments like proud parents and constantly just rubbing it in my fucking face, acting like they achieved something, when in reality, none of these motherfuckers have achieved nothing in their pathetic lives besides being a bunch of glazing, brown-nosing ass kissers. His fans be glazing him too much to the point where they act like Roman Reigns invented pro wrestling or something, which is insane. Just because of all the things he's accomplished, from having a 4-year championship run to having 10 WrestleMania main events in a row, even going so far to call him the new Mr. WrestleMania, surpassing Shawn Michaels. Okay, let's just stop it there. Shawn Michaels was and will forever be Mr. WrestleMania because of the quality matches he's had. It's all about the quality, not the quantity. Just because Roman Reigns has had the most Mania main events at the Showcase of the Immortals doesn't make him the new Mr. WrestleMania. And let's be honest, Roman didn't even deserve half of them he was in. Like, come on now. It seems like the Roman marks have this bullshit philosophy that every other wrestler besides Roman Reigns, both past and present, are beneath him, and they act like it's a fucking obligation for everybody to have Roman in their top 10 of greatest WWE superstars. Well, I got something to tell him. Roman will never make top 10 on my list. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even rank him top 15 because when you rank every single iconic WWE superstar next to him, none of them ever had the big dog era, which is the one thing that will forever exclude him from ranking high on my list of all-time great WWE superstars. Speaking of the big dog era, I really detest the way how his fans like to rewrite his history by moving past the big dog era by saying it wasn't that bad or act like it didn't happen. And that's the one thing that will always annoy me when people look at Roman's career. Most specifically when it came to this tweet that I saw on Twitter a couple days ago where somebody tweeted, growing up realizing that the Roman hate in 2016 was forced. If he had debuted now, the IWC would love him like they do Braun Breaker and Austin Theory.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, man.
Okay, I don't know what this guy is smoking, but the only thing about Roman Reigns back in the day that was forced was his push. That's why fans detested him for so long, because he was the corporate golden boy who was receiving countless accomplishments that literally were spoon-fed to him by Vince McMahon because he was so obsessed for the longest time of trying every single bottom-feeding tactic to get him over, only to fail miserably time after time after time after time. Like, seriously, to all the people who actually believe this tweet that this guy made, y'all were not there. Like, you literally had to be there to witness how fucking unbearable and how frustrating it was for Roman Reigns being pushed at the forefront of the WWE's main event scene at a time where he wasn't even ready for that particular spot. Furthermore, I really detest the way how his fans come up with these tall tales of the origin of the Roman hate during his initial push by saying it was because of CM Punk and all the Daniel Bryan fans. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Like, seriously, I will not stand for you assholes trying to come up with every single bullshit narrative to further your arguments. The thing is, if you want to start running your mouth, make sure you back up your statements with actual facts before you start making yourself look like a complete dumbass. No, it was not because of CM Punk. It was not because of the Daniel Bryan fans. It's because of the fact that Vince McMahon and the WWE higher-ups did such a pathetic job when they were on the verge of trying to solidify Roman as the top guy by completely stripping away all the things that made him cool during his heydays in the Shield and turning him into a corny, bland babyface who had no charisma, and the fact that his skills to talk on the microphone during that time period were very green. Hell, Roman Reigns himself has publicly stated various times that he felt so uncomfortable and overwhelmed of how fast WWE were pushing him during that time, as he didn't feel like he was truly ready. And if that don't speak volumes to y'all, then I don't know what the hell will. Look, there's no denying that Roman's work for over the past few years has been undeniably great, but one thing I will not stand for is the way how people try to move past his initial babyface push as if it wasn't even that bad or act like it didn't happen. Like, let's not do this shit. Just because y'all loved his peak so much doesn't mean you should just turn a blind eye to everything of what happened before that. Like, seriously, I am not gonna put up with this revisionist history bullshit. Like, seriously, this will not stand. It's like his fans always like to keep making excuses for him, come up with bullshit narratives to further their arguments, and I just think that's absolutely ridiculous. They just want to pretend like Roman's career has been perfect when, looking at it objectively, it's been far from it. Not to mention the way they like to constantly just shit on other wrestlers at the expense of always holding him to a high regard, especially when it comes to the whole Cody Rhodes thing. Now, honestly, I feel like that's just a massive headache to talk about, but you know, I'm just gonna get it over with. Ever since Roman Reigns dropped the WWE Championship to Cody Rhodes last year at WrestleMania 40, it seems like his marks have been so desperate to always just constantly shit on Cody by constantly just discrediting him, slandering him every week, by saying some shit like, oh, he's just a boring mid-carder, he should just go back to AEW and get away from WWE forever. Like, imagine being salty over a match that happened over a year and a half ago. I find it so funny how the Roman fans have always been calling Cody Rhodes fans crybabies, but yet when you look at all of their social medias, they literally have been spending over a year and a half crying, bitching, and moping about their precious savior not being the world champion anymore. Y'all need to get this through your head. Roman lost. Cody beat Roman. Who cares? It's just wrestling. Get the fuck over it. Move the fuck on. Quit being a little bitch. It's just wrestling. Who gives a fuck? Roman lost. And let's be honest, he had to lose, because when it came to his 4-year championship run, it was getting stale. And honestly, it should have ended sooner in my opinion. Some wrestling fans out there just need to realize not every great run lasts forever.
Stop fuck up with this shit. Yeah. Enough capping. The nigga lost. It's over.
Have you landed?
It is over. It's over.
Now look, I know me making this rant video is not going to solve anything. Honestly, I don't expect it to, but I feel like this has to be said because when it comes to the Roman Reigns marks, I feel like it's about time somebody has the balls to step up and put all of them in their place, because they are just the fucking worst. They are just bad shit crazy. All they just ever do is talk shit, stir shit. They think they're the shit, because that explains why every single one of them are so full of shit. People out there just need to understand that there's a humongous difference between wrestling fans who are casually objective to just being a glorified glazing mark who praises their favorite wrestler like they're the greatest thing to ever happen on God's green earth. And that to me is Roman Reigns fans in a nutshell. Like what I said before, Roman Reigns as a talent is great, but when it comes to his fans, fuck him. Fuck them all.